Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
He will return this from deep in the end.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
On second down and 4, Mahomes, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. On that play, they held up quite well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott.
Schultz hauls in the quick throw.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Dak on the option left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
The red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion.
The previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Guys, ready to get it on right now? Whatever it takes. Play smart, baby. This is where you step up. That's right.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark it. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Second and 8. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating for the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Final play of the half. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Yards on the tuck and run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Mahomes.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. Rolling to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this 2nd half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes right side. 20, 10, 5, and he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to to a defensive touchdown, and a two-point conversion will tie it. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield, put some points on the board. But job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Dak. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. His defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for him.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Prescott. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 40. The 20. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. This taken in at the goal line. The ball comes out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying,
now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it? Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution is pretty darn good.
That was
an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.